accident happens, will we all be doomed?
The government has been regularly executing the safety regulation of nuclear power plants, and the NPPs have well prepared for nuclear emergency if it really happens. Besides, the government has published the Protective Actions Guidelines for Nuclear Emergency to guide people how to respond to the nuclear emergency.
Really? But if a real emergency happens, how can we have time to read the guideline book?
If a nuclear emergency happens, usually there will be dozens of hours or several days to respond. It's not like an earthquake or a tsunami, which usually happens within seconds. The key point is that doing it right is more important than doing it quickly. I learned from the training when I attended the promotion events for the neighborhood. If an accident happens in a nuclear power plant, the government will inform all of us through emergency siren, phone, text message, mobile broadcast, TV, media, and radio. When you get the alert, you have to stay indoors and close the windows and doors. Stay calm and pay attention to the government's announcements, like whether to evacuate or any other instructions.
What can I do when I'm driving?
The Protective Actions Guidelines also mention that in case you should drive away from the nuclear power plant immediately, with car windows rolled up and turned off the outside ventilation of the air conditioner, pay attention to the government announcement.
Mom, the internet informs that we need to take iodine tablets when there's a nuclear emergency.
Yes, the reason for taking the iodine tablets is to let the body absorb the stable iodine in advance to avoid the radioactive iodine accumulate inside. But don't take it without the instructions from the government. According to the guidelines, people above 40 years old do not need to take it. Unnecessary iodine tablet intake is not good for your body.
But when an accident happens, there will be leak of radiation. How shall we run away from it?
Our government adopts a strategy of advanced dispatching. So, the government will carry out a precautionary evacuation for people in different areas under different phases of nuclear accident. For example, under the phase of alert, the government will close the local beaches, recreation, and sites near the nuclear power plant and direct tourists to leave. The schools may suspend classes if necessary. If it goes to the phase of site area emergency, you will hear the siren. All need to be sheltered in-house, and physical disabled individuals will be evacuated first. If necessary, residents within 3 kilometers from the nuclear power plant will be evacuated too. If the situation becomes severe and goes to the phase of general emergency, the government will evacuate the people within 3 kilometers from the nuclear power plant before the radiation released. All the details are in the guideline book. I just downloaded this app from the website of Nuclear Safety Commission. You can look it up in this app. You can also call the 24-hour call center of the Nuclear Safety Duty Center at 0800-088-928.
The government has a thorough plan and adopts a strategy of advanced dispatching.
Responding to nuclear emergency. I am prepared. The more we prepare, the less we lose.